Okay, here we go. Freestyle Friday number 9. Now, before you jump the gun on anything, this is supposed to be like a house party type song like 2004, so sing along when you can. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go. Owers and tastemakers make us no chaser. Gets the blood flowing like a fucking pacemaker. Cut the middleman and inhale the vapors. Madman, old 10-time drapers. Cut the jukebox on, make the woofers blow. We gon' sit here until all them heifers go. Holler at the tens and spend a little dough. Not on them, no, they can buy their own drinks. Take that work week off, 5 days in the bucket. Fuck it, you got a boss who's a jerk who doesn't. Throw on some Wu-Tang, bring the motherfucking ruckus. There is no pretext.
Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about Ltcorbis or soph. They were a big part in my introduction to commentary, along with Pyrocynical and Leafy is here. I watched them all back in 2017 to 2016, until Leafy, died, and Ltcorbis, well, you'll see what happens with her. Pyrocynical, he's still cool. I wouldn't be doing commentary right now. I'd still be doing cringy Minecraft Let's Play if it wasn't cringy Minecraft Let's Plays if it wasn't for Ltcorbis. And over the years, she's gotten into a lot of drama that I'd like to get covered. I've seen no one big cover this except for No Fuckers, and while he did a good job, I'd like to put my take on everything. Big thank you to Keaton Walsh for a bunch of information about this video. I've noticed as I was writing, I was basically writing the same thing as him, so there's a bit of similarities just because I got a lot of my info from Keaton Walsh. So big thank you to him. His video is in the description down below.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
So, we start out 2016 by Pyrocynical making a video called The Worst Thing in All of YouTube on March 10th, 2016. And in the video, he gives Ltcorbis a shout out saying that she has a very good take on how to be original for YouTube. He mentioned that he expected to be cringe, but he basically just says it was pretty epic. He found out about Ltcorbis from his subreddit, where somebody said he should look into her. And we move on a little bit, and Keemstar does a interview with Ltcorbis. And from both these incidents, she gains hundreds of thousands of subs, just growing. She gets invited on a few podcasts, just a little bit of things, and just continues with her things. And later on in the year, she releases a video called The Cyber Circle Jerk, where she makes a rant on the whole entire commentary community, which made a lot of people kind of, their timbers have been shivered with her. Because people weren't very happy with the stuff she was saying in this video. And I can see why. I agreed with a lot of stuff she said back then, but now rewatching it from archives, I don't know, man. And a key figure comes in to play right here. This is the first video a guy by the name of Vapor Boy comes in. And since the second he joined the channel as a writer, it kind of took a turn for the worse. Quick note, I would like to add why she was getting so much traction. Sure, from the Pyrocynical and Keemstar things, but there was a reason they noticed her, and it's from the mature topics she talked about and the way she talked about them. She swore quite often, and for her age, that was a new thing. With commentary YouTubers like me and Dark is Here and Scythe Clean, it's not very uncommon nowadays, but back then it was a new thing. So that's why she kind of fit right in with people like Austin, FFA, or Luna, Pyrocynical, and Leafy. She was just another member of the community at the time. The only person that really had a problem with her was No Fuckers.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
So, in 2017, she went through some more drama, she started creating skits and politic videos that really didn't sit right with people, especially since she was a little kid. Not saying kids can't have good political views, just saying the beliefs she expressed in this didn't really, like I said, sit right with people. And they used the fact that she was young as a reason why they didn't like these videos. She always debated these in some of her videos, but nobody really cared. This was whenever her channel started dying a little bit. She had a cult following that would follow her and do whatever, just constantly watch her, and she still has that cult following. But the people that were just common viewers like me and others kind of fell off around this time, just from the fact that she wasn't uploading as much, and the fact that she wasn't making the funny commentary videos that we expected. She basically gave the commentary community a good old fuck you and moved on with her career. So 2017 and 2018 are kind of years. They basically have the same content. Political satire, political beliefs, whatever. Keaton Walsh said she would say a lot of stuff about like teenage boys being betas. Don't remember none of that and can't find clips of it, but it's there. This area is kind of gray. No one really cared about her at this time, and her popularity would come back in 2019 to 2020, but not in the best of light.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me out.
Quick note, it was around this time in 2018 where she changed her name from Ltcorbis on YouTube to soph, whatever, and basically rebranded her whole entire channel and deleted a bunch of her original videos. I couldn't think of another way to word it, so I basically stole that from Keaton Walsh's video, that exact line. Again, big thank you to him. I wouldn't even know anything about the situation if it wasn't for him. But yeah, everybody go check out his video. It's way better than this one. This type of content continued for a while. She carried this on to 2019, but eventually there would start being some subjects that people really didn't sit kindly with her talking about. She made 2 videos that I remember in specific people were talking about a bunch. According to Keaton Walsh, there was one where she's dressed up as an FBI agent. I don't remember that. But there was this one called Suicide Bomber, and she complains about Gen Z and basically just rambles nonsensical big words to sound like she has intelligence. Not saying she doesn't, just saying these big words weren't necessary. These videos were starting to get stale at this point, and sure, she was relevant, but not in the light that most people want to be relevant in. It was more of in a negative manner. So, the video after Suicide Bomber caused a lot of controversy. I'll save this one for its own little clip. It's called YouTube Parental Discretion Advised. She threatened Susan Wojcicki, basically saying she's gonna shoot her up, right? That was I was saying what Ltcorbis said. YouTube, please don't strike me again. I already have one active strike. But yeah, that's the basic gist of the joke of the video. Also, quick note: there was someone shot up YouTube headquarters or whatever, attacked YouTube headquarters, and they have a picture of that person on their computer, which might just be the joke, but kind of weird. The context behind that joke was that YouTube was disabling comments on minors' videos, and that's about it, really. Just they were disabling her comments, which I can understand, but there was a reason for that. Right? Just something against Ltcorbis in specific. So this is where we get to a point where it's past the point of return. Back in the previous things I was telling you, it was kind of questionable, but no one really cared. But this is where it really started going downhill. NoFocus tweeted a screenshot of Lieutenant Discord's server from 2018, I suppose. One says 2018, one says yesterday. I don't know. I can't really find a date. I've looked it up. Can't find a date for them. Like both the screenshots. I'll put those up on screen. But she was basically saying a lot of horrible things about Muslims, and just that culture. Also, quick note: she put a link in these comments that led to a tweet from Vaporboy that apparently led to an article titled "I want Linda Sarsour's head on a fucking pike." Lovely. Quick little backstory, by the way. Linda Sarsour, or whatever you pronounce her name, I couldn't give a fuck, is a Muslim American activist. And a week or so later, No Fuckers made a video basically addressing Ltcorbis as a borderline neo-Nazi. No Fuckers in the video does show some tweets from Vaporboy, like a Vaporboy praising the Christchurch mosque shooter. He says Godspeed Britain. Pretty scummy stuff. Like, I just want to know how people can have these beliefs. I feel like maybe Vaporboy affected Ltcorbis in a way that changed her outlook and gave her these horrible ideas, but you can't really be sure. Also, I'm trying to find clips of this, but I, for some reason, can't. Vaporboy, Soph, and No Fuckers got into a live debate, which I think is pretty funny. If you have the clips, please send me them, and I'll probably make a part 2 to this eventually if it does well. Please like the video. It took me forever to make this, but just a quick little note of that. Additionally, Sophia, or Ltcorbis, claims that everything was hyperbole. Okay, that makes everything better, I guess. According to Sophie, she went on that rant of retardation after reading about like the Rotherham pedophile scandal or whatever. That's why she said all that in her Discord server. Like I said, that doesn't really make anything better. That isn't all Muslims. I just still don't understand that. In this debate, or somewhere around it, Sophia claims that this is going to follow, like those screenshots are going to follow around for the rest of her life. I really don't feel remorse for that, just from the fact that she shouldn't have said it in the first place, at least in a public area where it could have easily been screenshotted, but that's my take on it. So apparently, Sophia's school held a meeting about her in specific, which I feel like it should have been handled more privately, maybe with Sophia's parents, in a private setting, instead of just embarrassing for her in front of all of her classmates, and basically ruin her social life. But, just my take on that. I don't really see how that's helping anybody, but I don't know. Quick trigger warning: if you are easily offended, like I said, go watch something else. But yeah, this video was called Pride and Prejudice. And we're this video, it's a banger. So first thing to note is that Sophia constantly claims that Pride Month is enabling pedophile gay men, and more specifics. Wow, I feel like the map shit and all that is not really the best lie for this example, but you can't judge a whole entire community for a smaller part of it. If that part is big enough, sure, there needs to be action done against it. But for right now, I'm pretty sure the LGBTQ plus community is safe from having that much of a pedophile audience. So I can see why Soph made this video. It shows a little boy, giving the WAP, showing the WAP to everybody, like to a bunch of grown men. He was twerking, just pretty, uncomfortable stuff. And it shows a grown man in his underwear, kind of giving a little girl, a fancy dance, if you know what I mean. Sophia states that if they take away her YouTube channel, and this is in her last video I want to mention, she'll have nothing to live for, and then as a joke, she says that people that have nothing to live for do very bad things. And you're going to see why that joke is relevant here in a second. So Sophia was terminated off of YouTube, and there was an infamous tweet that took me years to find, and I had to take it from Keaton Walsh's video. A shout out to him again, God. I also took another screenshot from him. Just a big thank you to this guy. He's been a big help in making this video and finding certain screenshots.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me out.
So, we go into the 2020 part of this. It might have crossed over to 2020, but I don't care. It's going to be in the 2019 part. Something I did. But she still makes content on other social platforms. It's a bit of a bittersweet end. Nothing really major happened, just censored off YouTube. I think Subscribestar is one of the platforms she's on. But she still makes content revolving her political beliefs. Some that are very racist, I've heard. Haven't seen clips, but, which I can see why, I can see why people would believe that, even if they haven't watched the videos. But, maybe it was better for her to be off YouTube. It just seemed like it wasn't really good for her mental health, especially with how impressionable she seemed from the fact that she was on YouTube at a very young age of 11. So, I want to mention something that Keaton Walsh mentioned. Sure, the Discord messages were definitely hate speech. There's no hiding that. But there are videos that are completely fine with YouTube, monetized, that are pretty cancer with hate speech. Worse than Sophia's videos ever were. Go watch this video if you want a good example of it. So, since I'm a commentary YouTuber, I should give my opinions. So, Sophia in her early years was a great member of the commentary community, inspired people like me to join. But as she got older and her videos started to change, it became worse and worse. Just stuff became more cancerous. And I feel like she deserved to be banned off YouTube. There's terms, but I don't know. It's a bittersweet ending. Sure, she broke the terms of service, but it's horrible to see another commentary YouTuber go, no matter how offensive they were. But, things happen. Long from now, no one will remember who Ltcorbis was. No one will remember who Captain Zero was. No one will remember who Power Cynical was. Just a way of life, But, until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay, here we go. Freestyle Friday number 9. Now, before you jump the gun on anything, this is supposed to be like a house party type song like 2004, so sing along when you can. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all all that shit, just let me go. Owers and tastemakers make us no chaser. Gets the blood flowing like a fucking pacemaker. Cut the middleman and inhale the vapors. Madman, old 10 Don Drapers. Cut the jukebox on, make the woofers blow. We gon' sit here until all them heifers go. Holler at the tens, then spend a little dough. Not on them, no, they can buy their own drinks. Take that work week off, 5 days in the bucket.